Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Finally getting around to doing the continuation videos to last week's Gathering Magic's non-budget version of the Red, White, or Boros Walkers. We are on the play. Yes, we'd like to play first. This is going to be a keepable hand with the Chandra's Phoenix, the Relics, the Blood Moons. This is a pretty average hand. It does need some help, but we'll go ahead and keep it. We have a third turn Phoenix into a fourth turn Koth if we can draw the right lands. I think we just lead off here with the Plains and a Relic and then pass the turn. And most likely we'll cycle this Relic away since we have the additional one. Relic is pretty powerful right now, especially if this is any sort of Storm or Delver base. He's going to hate me getting rid of his sleight of hand. But yeah, and then the Blood Moon, if we can get the Blood Moon. See what he did. So, oh, actually that just draws, sleight of hand draws one and puts one on top. I can't even remember what this card does exactly. Anyway, it does, look at the top, 2 cards in your library, but one of them in your hand and the other on the bottom. So, yeah, you can still get garbage with sleight of hand is why all the other ones are preferred. It doesn't set Delver up. So we'll just go Clifftop Retreat here, sure, and play another Relic. And he's never going to get a Tasker out now with double Relic. We're going to have to cycle one of these. We will, for sure. But now we can put out the Chandra's Phoenix. So he's going to go for another sleight of hand. I'm thinking he wants to use his graveyard with whatever deck he's running. This is a Coast and... I don't know why I'm doing that, because I'll make him X out, but I'm probably just going to sack. Yeah, we're actually going to sack this. So it's going to be Arid Mesa. Can go get a mountain. And we'll get in here with the Chandra. Oh, geez, I should have Blood Mooned. But we'll get in here for the Chandra's Phoenix and actually have a threat out to make him deal with. But Blood Moon there would have been probably ideal as it shuts down his mana base. But now we're just going to have to wait till he taps out to throw down a Blood Moon. But yeah, that was definitely the wrong play. We've got another one now. So possibly it's the right play here, just a Blood Moon. I'm going to go up and just grab another mountain here. Attacking with the Phoenix. And we'll go ahead and Blood Moon. He's got to respond to it. He's got a mana leak. Otherwise, he's shut down. And that's another card we'll get to eat with Relic. Thinking this is going to be some sort of Snapcaster Tasigur. Yeah, he's deciding what to do here. He doesn't want to waste a counterspell on a Blood Moon. He's got to counterspell it. But he's tapped for a Seeming Spirit Guide and Ad Nauseum. He's just going to go for it? What in the world? Can he do anything here? Oh, did he get rid of 2 Seeming Spirit Guides? Does it... Yeah, but he doesn't have the... Wow. He misses. I guess Angel's Grace is revealed. Pact of Negation. Did he draw enough? So Pentad Prism was revealed. Another Seeming Spirit Guide. Pact of Negation. So just a regular Ad Nauseum deck. Don't know if he cares about his graveyard then. It's going to be a rough match. I think it's going to be Molten Rains and Blood Moons is going to be the right. Maybe we'll bring in some Artifact Hate. But yeah, that's his. So Pact, he's got to pay it or he loses the game though. Oh, so he's gonna split second the Angel's Grace. But then he's going to have to try to go off again with Ad Nauseam. I don't think he can do it. Just a Prism here. And he can remove 2, so you can counterspell the Blood Moon. I can't remember, does Pact actually stop him? I think we just cycle this. And can I actually do enough here with... That's 4, 5, 6. That's only 9 damage I can do to him. So I think it's just going to be a Blood Moon again. So if I were able to Koth, I could... No, I'd only do 6 damage. Yeah, we'll go for another Blood Moon. See if he's got another Pact. No, that should... I mean, he can still cast Ad Nauseam. But it's going to be hard for him with getting Angel's Grace and Ad Nauseam. With 2 Seeming Spirits out of the way, he's used 2 of them and 1's in his hand. I think to be able to cast the whatever the card is, the land, able to pitch lands, does cost a certain amount of... Alright, so he's going to go another Pentad Prism. And end a turn here, we'll Lightning Helix. Oh, I can't Lightning Helix end a turn because I was an idiot and tapped the wrong mana. Wonder if that's going to end up... Yeah, that might end up being the difference. Because we could have just won here. But it's going to be hard for him to win. He has to find a lot of cards. Goes to a 2. Again, he's burned an Ad Nauseam. He's burned 2 Seeming Spirit Guides. He does have lots of mana. He's burned an Angel's Grace. And, yeah, okay. So my mistake doesn't cost us the game. For some reason, I was thinking I could still tap that. I left a white open, but I didn't. Now we can put in Molten Rains and Sowing Salts, I think, are just better than anything. And then even like Wear Tear is fine to kill his artifacts, because they can go... He can play some... Lotus Bloom is the card that I'm looking for. So we can get rid of any Path to Exile. Lightning Helix is kind of bad here, but Volcanic Vault's worse. We have a lot of dead cards is the problem. I think we just keep... everything else. I mean, relics aren't that great. Do we just get rid of a Batterskull? Is it too slow? Batterskull and Wormcoil Engine are very slow in this. But Batterskull actually might be better than what, though? Would I rather have a Boil? I don't think he plays any basic islands, though. They're all Seachrome Coast and Dark Slick Shores. So Volcanic Fallout can at least do damage, and maybe that's the right line of play. I'll keep the Batterskull in. Yeah, a lot of dead cards, but we should be pretty good. This is what I like the new Chandra's Phoenix version. It's a lot more aggressive. And we keep this. I don't like it, but we keep it. I can Sowing Salt and hopefully get rid of some lands. Temple of Deceit. Yeah, they do use the temples too, so I don't think they run anything that says island in it. And he puts a card on bottom. There's a relic, that's fine. He'll start eating his graveyard. Temples again, see what he does. Put a card on bottom, so he's looking for an answer. We will Mind Stone here. And this will allow us to cycle the relic. And unfortunately, the Sowing Salt can't get rid of... So there's a Johnny's Vintage. So what do I want to do here? I think we do just Sowing Salt. Does it matter? I mean, I could go for Koth and start the beatdown, but I don't know if that'll be quick enough. And oops, I should have got a white source for a Johnny. And, oh, wow. That was in his hand was 2 Seachrome Coasts. Whoa, that is just insane. So we get rid of Seachrome Coast, and then we can search our graveyard, hand, and library for all cards. So there's his library. So Esper Charm, Angel's Grace. He's got Seeming Spirit Guide, Serum Visions Pack. Laboratory Maniac is his win condition. So he's going to try to draw himself out for Laboratory Maniac. So I guess I should have kept in Path to Exiles. But this should hurt. It gets rid of 2 lands in his hand. And Patrician Scorn to destroy any sort of enchantment. I don't know what enchantment he wants to kill. What he'd be worried about. But, or does it get artifacts too? No, it's just all enchantments. So get rid of this. And yeah. That's Lightning Storm and Laboratory Maniac is his win cons. Okay. That works. That was huge. We got really lucky there. To eat quite a few lands. And he's going to start to try to find some more lands, is what I would think. But we'll just start the Koth beat down. There's a Gemstone Mine. I actually do want to hit one more land. There we go. Perfect. So, I mean, a Johnny could actually tap down his temple. And keep him back from that. Is that just better than the Koth beatdown? I think that might be. Now, I forgot to write down what he had in his hand. But we'll keep the temple tap down. And keep his graveyard. Again, I don't think his graveyard mattered. I didn't see anything in his deck. But now he's another turn behind with keeping the Temple of Deceit. Tap down. And he's got to use a counter on the Gemstone Mine as well. There's another Temple of Deceit. Like, I'd love to hit a Blood Moon here, so I think Chandra might actually be better than Koth. Other than starting down the beatdown might be the right play. Another Mind Stone. Yeah, it's just going to be Koth here. Put him on a clock. Keep that tapped down. Get in there for 4. And I do want to actually try to draw a land here, so we're going to... Okay, it's just going to be a Koth. That gets us closer to a land. Now, double Seeming Spirit Guide will allow him to go off. But it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to get crazy here for him. I think we'll go Chandra over Chandra's Phoenix. We've assembled the team. And do a damage to him. Get in there for 4. Get him down to an 11. Unfortunately, miss another land drop with another Koth. But we have Koth ult next turn. If we want to go that route. See what he's going to do end of turn here. Esper Charm, draw 2 cards. Okay. Johnny's on 6. He has one more use of his gemstone mine. Love to find another Sowing Salt, but yeah, I don't think a Dead Ship Reef necessarily matters too much. How much damage can I just pump out here? I can do 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 with the Chandra's Phoenix. That will probably do it, the Blood Moon. This is going to force out like a Pact of Negation. I'm just going to exile the top card of my library. See if we can get a land here. Phoenix. That might actually... I can add 3 mana with Koth. And that can put 2 Phoenixes out. Or a Blood Moon in a Phoenix. No, that's still not worth it. We're just going to end up letting that get exiled because I do want to hit Blood Moon. Oh, that's what the Scorn is for. To kill a Blood Moon. Because now he's got to use his Gemstone Mine to kill it. He's going to Pact. Okay. So, maybe let's untap a mountain and cast a Chandra's Phoenix. So he has to go off next turn. And it's got to be with an Angel's Grace. Used all of these. Yeah, he's definitely dead next turn. Put the counter on that, but that only removes add. Yeah. So he's got to pay. Can even pay for it here. He's got to use an Angel's Grace with his Gemstone Mine. This is what I like about Ad Nauseum. It has a lot of ways to beat these kind of what we consider combo or unfair decks. Just by taking out key cards. We did get very lucky, though, with the Seachrome Coast having 2 of them in his hand. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3. He's got it. He's actually either... There's 2 ways he does this. He has to exile Simian Spirit Guide from his hand. Or can he try to go off with Ad Nauseum right here? I don't think he can. He'd have to hit like perfect cards. And being only at 9 life. See, you go Simian Spirit Guide, exile Simian Spirit Guide, exile Simian Spirit Guide. You have to have 2 Simian Spirit Guides, and then an Angel Grace off the Gemstone Mine, and then Ad Nauseum, and then draw, yeah, his entire library and win, I guess. But if he doesn't have the Angel's Grace in hand, he's... So there's the Angel's Grace. And that kills the Gemstone Mine. And he's got to have double Simian Spirit Guide now. Or land in a Simian Spirit Guide. And this is actually damage. You can't add... How does Ad Nauseum actually work? Lotus Bloom. There's a Plains. I actually don't want a Plains. Plains is kind of awkward. And okay to Scoops, because he's dead on some of his levels. We destroy his lands. 3 damage plus a Cough activation plus the Chandra's Phoenix would be a win. There's just plenty of ways it was dead. So it worked out really well. I'm loving the Chandra's Phoenix so far in this list. We'll keep playing for a few matchups, try to get a spread of the metagame and see how well the deck performs. This has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.